G'day. Welcome to the Art Gallery of New South Wales. Now I've come to the Art Gallery of New South Wales today to get some inspiration from one of my favourite artists, an artist called Arthur Struden. So anyway, I'll show you Arthur Struden's painting. So before we head out in the field and find a spot to paint, in part 2, I will show you Arthur Struden's painting. Okay, so you can see here, this painting here is done by Arthur Struden. Now it was painted in 1890 and its title is Still Glides the Stream and Shall Forever Glide, in 1890 by Arthur Struden. Now I hope you guys can see it. It's a beautiful painting of the afternoon light in the distance and the sun's going down. So that painting there, I'm really inspired by, and Arthur Struden was a beautiful artist from the 1890s, Australian Impressionist. There's another one of his paintings. And I'll just show you guys down here. Another painting that he done, and also my favourite ever painting, which is done by a guy called Elias Gruner. So first of all, this one here is painted by Arthur Struden, and it's called Cremorne Pastoral, and it was painted in 1895 in Sydney at a suburb called Cremorne, which is overlooking Sydney Harbour. He's an Australian Impressionist artist, and this painting here is my favourite painting of all time. It's called Spring Frost, and I've actually gone out to the location where this painting was painted, and I'll put that in the description where I painted this. Where I went out and had a look where this scene was actually painted, this painting. So yeah, I thought that I'll come and show you guys before we head out and paint to get some inspiration. So there you go, I wanted to just bring you guys to the Art Gallery in New South Wales to get some inspiration with my favourite artist, Australian artist, Arthur Struden. And so we'll head off in the morning and do a painting in the countryside. Hopefully I can get that same sort of feel to my painting that I'll do in the morning. So anyway, let's go and get out there. G'day, and welcome back to the All Aussie Plein Adventure Part 2. Well, this morning I'm heading out to the countryside alone. My mate's not coming, he can't make it today, so I'm going to go wing it alone. So yeah, I'm going to drive about an hour or so, hour and a half in the countryside inland from where I am. I'm at a town now at the moment called Gosford area. So yeah, we're going to head inland. We're going to look for a spot to paint at sunrise in the golden hour. A little bit worried last night, it was raining. I thought, oh, no good, the weather's going to be crappy. But yeah, the stars are out, it's looking good. So let's hit the road, let's get out there, find something to paint, and let's paint. Well, I made it to WallandBy. So I'm at a place called Wollombi, a little country town. And yeah, I think I'll do a painting here. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to paint yet. I'm still waiting for the light to come up. Light hasn't quite come over the hill yet, so I want to catch some golden light if I can. But anyway, I'll just show you guys quickly a little bit of this country town. And then we'll go paint. So you can see here, there's a little old prison or courthouse it would have been. And that's where they would have kept the prisoners in there. Look at it, still how it would have been. Wow. Bit like a dog box, ain't it? What do we got here? Steam driven winch. Wow, from the manufactured by Robert Roger, engineered of Stockton. That's Newcastle. And it was used for a timber mill in the 1930s. Wow, interesting. This little gallery over here, there's a little gallery, and my first ever oil painting, or first ever painting that I ever sold was here, would you believe it? I travelled up from Sydney. They had an exhibition called the WallandBy art exhibition, I think it was called. And oh wow, I'm talking a good 15 years ago. And yeah, I put a painting in there and I chucked $350 on it. And it was a country scene of, no, it was a Blue Mountains painting, that's right, of Mount Victoria. Up in the Blue Mountains, just looking down towards the Megalong Valley sort of thing. Anyway, I sold it for $350, and the people that brought it own a winery out here called Tulloch Wines. And the lady said to the gallery person, or the lady that was running the gallery, she said, this looks like home. So she brought it, and she was art collector. So I was so happy to sell a painting for $350. So that was really good. So yeah, we'll come back and have another little look at the town before I head off back home. But yeah, we'll go find a spot to paint and get set up, and hopefully we can catch the golden hour. Well, I'm not one for graveyards, and I'm not planning on dying any time yet, but check out these old tombstones. Wow, they're really old. Okay, I have arrived at my location. Drove around a bit, trying to find something. It's a bit hard when the sun hasn't come yet, so I'm sort of like kind of guessing what I'm going to paint. But this is what I'm going to paint. Okay, I'm going to paint some cows. I'm going to do something with this. You've got the sun which is coming. The sun will light up the back, and the sun will come shining through here. So I want to capture the cows. Now the cows are going to move around, so I'll get a reference photo for the cows to get the cows in position, even if they wander off, and because likely they're going to be way down the back by the time I get set up. And so I'll get a reference photo for the shape of the cows. That's no problem. I don't know. I'll probably put the edge of the building in, this old little building here, and I guess, because this is a popular spot, there's going to be a few people coming and parking here, so shouldn't be a problem. I've got a bit of room here where I'm going to set up, so it should be all right. The wind's going to pick up a bit later, but if I can get it down in a couple of hours, because I'm doing a big canvas. This is for the single and art prizes, as I shared with Michael in the other video in part 1. This is part 2 of the All Aussie Plein Adventures. So if I can get it good painting done, if I can't finish it out here, I'll finish it in the studio. But if I can get a good painting done, I'm going to whack it in the single and art prize, and I'll show you guys in another video about that, heading up there and entering in the singleton art prize. So we'll get set up, we'll get painting. That's what I'm going to paint, folks. I'm going to paint that sun shining through, that golden hour. I better hurry up. Okay, so I've got my wash in place, and I'll get started with the sky. Okay, I've got my wash in place, so I'm going to get started with the sky first, work my way back. Okay, so what I've got here, basically I'm going to go the corner down there of the road, coming up, and the building here, the old shed there, jack around the trees here, and then You've got the mountains in the distance. Get the cows in, and the shadow's going to be coming across the road, across the paddock there, like as you can see it. Whole idea with a big painting like this is keeping it loose. I don't want it tight like a studio painting. Obviously the light's going to change a lot, but I've got the basics down, what I'm going to work with, and I'll just stick to that. Get the tones right, should have a good painting. Giving myself about 2 hours to do this. Normally I do a plein air in about 1.5 hours, so I'll give myself 2 hours to get this one done. Okay, so I've got me sky in place. You can see just over the ridge line of the mountain there's some clouds, and I think that's fog. There's a lot of fog coming in here today. So basically I'm going to get the mountain coming through the ridge line in the distance there, which is along here. So I'll get that in, and yeah, we'll work our way back to the foreground. Beautiful day, but they think they said the wind's going to pick up a bit, so if I can nail it in 2 hours, I'll be happy. So yeah, let's keep going. It's quite warm, the ridge line in the distance, because the the sun's hitting it at golden hour, so I want to keep it nice and warm and put the cool tones in the foreground. Okay, so this is how we're looking at the moment. It's coming along. As you can see, it's a lot different now than when it was, you know, good 40 minutes or so ago. But yeah, it's coming along. I'm getting the atmosphere. Just got to get some dark in here, work that up, build that up. And yeah, I think I'm slowly coming along. Okay, so while I continue on painting, I will jump out of this scene and show you guys Wollomboi. We'll take a walk up the street and we'll check it out, and then we'll come back to the painting. Okay, so this is Wollomboi. So Wollomboi was obviously established a couple of 100 years ago, and little old historic town. So yeah, I'll just show you guys a little bit around. So as I said before, this is, or it's a museum now, but that was the old courthouse. The old courthouse in there. That's the cells. See if we can go in and have a look at the gallery. Might be able to have a quick look at the gallery, eh? Old fire shed gallery. So this is where I sold my first painting. Hey, can I just film the paintings? Show the paintings like a vlog? Is that alright? Thanks, I actually sold my first painting ever here.
Oh, really?
15 years ago, yeah. They had the WallandBy art show,
Yeah.
and I chucked the painting and I sold it. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'm an artist. Yeah.
Right.
Thanks, love. Cheers. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful work. Really nice. That's nice. Thank you. Cheers. So there you go. As I said to the lady, I sold my first ever painting there. Mentioned that before. So yeah, we'll go up here. Just show you guys. Probably won't be allowed to go into the this little general store up here, but I can show you through the window. So what? This place is for sale. Wow. Wonder how much that would cost. Yeah, interesting. Neat little historic town.
Because I need to make sure that the bathroom door doesn't close shut.
Okay.
So Yo can go in there and you know,
So you can use that as a doorstop.
it's ultimately going to be a doorstop. That's the
Yeah, there's a little general store. I didn't go in, but yeah, there's a few galleries and that around here, so it's pretty good. There's a photography gallery in there, and an old dance hall there. Yeah, this is a gallery as well, photography gallery. So yeah, this is WallandBy. So yeah. Oh, don't want to get run over crossing the road. So yeah, this is WallandBy, and I guess some early settlers would have come out here from the old days, and they would have settled here and built a life out here. Check out the church. There's an old church, St. Michael's Church, WallandBy. What year is it? 1893. 1893, and the pastor was Thomas Rogers. Good on you, Thomas. So yeah, wow, look at the bell. Beautiful old church made of sandstone. Check out the old bell. Wow, I love the architecture on this place. Isn't that beautiful? Wow, that's awesome. And there's a sculpture which I showed you guys earlier. Sculpture place. So yeah, there's WallandBy. Thanks for coming along, and we'll get back to the painting. Don't you hate that? For 20 minutes, now I'm in the countryside. Of course, I can understand it's a tourist spot. People are going to come along, you know, but a guy in his ute, work truck or whatever, he sat right here, right next to me, and he kept moving around. He was down there, back up there, this, that and the other. Anyway, for about 20 minutes, he's got his car running right in my ear, and I thought, man, I've come to the countryside to paint. I don't want a car engine running right in my ear. So I'm glad he's gone. Hope he doesn't come back. Anyway, I'll show you guys where I'm at. So yeah, I'm going to get these jacaranda trees in the middle ground there, just along here, and then we'll get the building done, and then we'll work on the foreground. Right. That wasn't him. That was another guy. Now, there's a couple of old buildings there. Just going to get those in, but very, very simple, very subtle. Okay, quick update where I'm at. So what I'm doing now is I'm working on the tones. Now obviously, as you know, it's a couple of hours ago now, but I'm working on the tones of the grass and the shade here. When you look at it, it's a dark, you can still see the light in it, but it's dark. So that's the tricky part about it. So let's have a look here, see how we're travelling. Okay, so it's coming along. I've got the atmosphere, I can feel the atmosphere in it. So I'm going to get the grass in. There's a corner part of the road there, get that in, and then get the posts in and just finish the cows off, and that's about it. A few people are starting to rock up now. I've got to get this done so I can get out here. G'day, mate.
Lovely.
Thanks, buddy. Cheers.
Wow.
Getting there?
Very good. Fantastic. How long is that?
Oh, I've been here for a couple of hours at least, probably about 2.5 hours. Yeah.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Gee.
Just something like that. But I'm still nearly there. I came at first light and I've just plodded along. And
Fantastic.
but yeah, used the reference photo for the start, not the
Do you?
it's
To get the...
yeah, because this is at first
dimensions.
light. Yeah, it's a
Oh,
couple of
wow.
hours later now. So, but
Oh.
yeah, just finished the shadows and the fence and
That's... Wow.
thanks, mate. Cheers.
Show my wife and...
Yeah, come and have a look.
Yeah.
No worries. Cheers. Okay, I've done the painting, my biggest ever plein air painting. Well, that was fun. I might do a little bit more in the studio, I might leave it, see how we go. Anyway, tell me what you think. Okay, there she is. I'll take it into the light so you guys can have a better look as well in the light. Yeah, my shadow's in the way, just give me a sec. There you go, there's the painting, there's a better look in the light. Yeah, so my biggest ever plein air painting that I've done, actually plein air, took me about 3 hours. Anyway, tell me what you think in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next one. And thanks for coming on the All Aussie adventure, plein air. Catch you in the next one.